All right, we have a spicy story that, if you haven't been following, could be getting even spicier. Former Michigan State head football coach Mel Tucker is suing the university for wrongful termination after he was let go by them this past Wednesday, fired with cause stemming from sexual misconduct allegations. And this is a wild story, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot going on with this, and it's been a slow-moving process that ultimately has led to this, and now things could be getting very, very ugly between the former head man and the university. So for those of you that don't know, let's just catch things up. So Tucker was accused of misconduct from activist Brenda Tracy. She was made public. Tucker admitted to having a relationship with her, but he said everything was consensual, everything like that. Now, it comes from a claim of unwanted contact, comments, and stuff during a 2022 phone call during April, and they said there wasn't consent, and he says there was consent. So now we're in the typical he said, she said phase, and these situations are always tough to deal with. It's a lot going on here. He said, she's, it's hard to parse these things out without any real evidence. You're going to have to provide the evidence. Now, of course, Tucker is saying he's not surprised by this action from the university, but he thinks there's ulterior motives. So Tucker was put on suspension September 10th, and it was like, okay, is this the end of it? They're going to investigate, figure out what's going on. But ultimately, they moved towards firing him with cause towards the end of September 18th, I think, is when they started the case. And they ultimately got to him being fired this past Wednesday. And the big key here, why Tucker says, if you look at the timeline, the way things were moved, this was not jumped on right away. It's Tucker signed a massive, massive extension after the 2021 season. They won 11 games. They won the Peach Bowl, I think it was. And he signed a $100 million extension. That's a huge, huge contract. And then last year, they were pretty awful, Michigan State. 5-7, and there were murmurs going around, oh my Lord, what did we do? This is a terrible deal. But hey, look, now we have a situation where we can fire Tucker with cause. Because if these allegations are true, it's easy. This is a layup. With cause, I mean, damage to the university's reputation, a bad look, that's easy. You can't have any of this stuff. And the key here is they owe him $80 million until 2031. That's a huge amount of money that they don't want to have to be paying a fired head football coach. Michigan State ain't like that. They ain't like these SEC schools. They ain't even like Michigan or Ohio State, where they can pay coaches the big bucks. They can pay for expensive buyouts because the athletic departments generate that kind of money. Michigan State just really isn't like that. I know people, I'm going to hear it from Michigan State fans. You guys aren't like that. So if you would have had to fire Mel Tucker, pay him the $80 million, you're going to be very strapped for funds to hire a new head football coach. And now this situation emerges. And not to say that this situation absolutely could have happened. He could be a piece of shit, and he's totally deserving of firing. But it is slightly convenient that it gives the administration, the athletic department, all these people like, hey, look at this. Here's an out. We've been looking for an out to get rid of Tucker. Here's an easy out where we don't have to pay him, where we're not going to get in trouble. Now, the biggest thing with this suit is everything's going to come out in deposition. They're going to get all these emails, all these text communiques, and that may not look good on the board, the athletic department, anything like that, because I'm sure there's going to be text and emails saying, we got to find a way to get rid of Tucker. We should be looking to move on for Tucker. How can we work these funds? Because they wanted him out. It seems very clear they wanted Tucker out after that awful season in 2022. Now, Sparty was 2-0 this year, but who did they play? They're now 2-2, and it's really, really going to get ugly, I think, in Michigan State, because it's a delicate situation. You want to take the allegation seriously. You need to do your due diligence, but they've already fired him, but they haven't had the hearing yet to see if these allegations even meet the cause. They're supposed to have meetings in early October to determine if Tracy and Tucker's conduct was inappropriate. So they haven't even done the investigation yet. They've already just moved towards firing. I think this was a stupid move by Michigan State, opening them up for real trouble. Why not wait till this? Just keep him suspended. You can suspend him without pay. You're doing an investigation. Now, maybe you can't. I don't know the rules. Maybe there's something with public universities where you can't suspend him without pay, but I'm pretty sure you can suspend him without pay pending these allegations, because they're not serious allegations. They're very serious allegations. So I think this is just a completely messy situation. I don't think Michigan State handled this properly, and I would really, really hate to see that this was a bunch of nonsense, a convenient way to get rid of Tucker, have him fired, and not have to pay that $80 million. But it's all probably going to come out through the lawsuits. We're going to see some things, and I think this story is going to get a lot dirtier before it gets cleaner. It's going to get ugly between these schools too. And what's Michigan State going to do in the meantime? You have an interim head coach. Who the hell's going to want to work for you? You don't know what's going on. You got lawsuits pending. It's a bad look. Man, the Big Ten is falling apart. You had Northwestern. Now you have Michigan State. What is going on up there? But let's keep our eyes on this story. It's very pertinent to stay up to date with the details, because the easiest thing is here, if the allegations are true, Michigan State's off the hook. Mel Tucker's a piece of shit. He should be fired. And the big thing is, if it's not true, though, if it's not true, Michigan State's going to have to pay through the nose. Not only is $80 million he owed, but the more damage to reputation. It's hard to come back from this. I don't think he's going to come back from this. Now, college football coaches have come back from worse. It seems like if you're a good coach, you will find a way, but he's never going to get another job like this, even if the allegations aren't true. So he's going to sue the shit out of Michigan State if, fire without cause, damage to reputation, because everyone's just going to believe this, because once the first story comes out, that's it. So there are two major sides here weighing in on the facts. We could have a huge issue for Michigan State, or we could have an easy, comfortable win for them. Not a big deal for them money-wise, and a real problem with Mel Tucker overall. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think they were using this as an excuse to get Tucker fired because they don't want to pay him and they want a new head football coach? Or do you think Tucker did the things he's accused of doing and he's a real human piece of garbage? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. All right, thanks for stopping in. If you haven't already, click that thumbs up. Help us defeat the YouTube algorithm. If you enjoyed the content, hit that subscribe button. We have new sports content every single day. And if you want to support the channel more, click that join button. Join the channel memberships. You get cool channel badges, emojis, member-only chats, member-only videos, early access to videos, lots of cool perks. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.